She was once up for deportation, now she fights to end all immigration detention. From the Hill. Maura Mora Villalpando says her crusade to end immigration detention isn't just about human rights, it's about democracy itself. The reality of this fight is that undocumented people don't vote. And when they don't vote, they're not seen as important base for politicians. On the contrary, because they're very vulnerable, then they will be used, and they have been used as political pawn. Mora Villalpando told The Hill in a recent interview. Mora Villalpando, a political consultant in the Seattle area and a community organizer with La Resistencia, a grassroots group led by undocumented immigrants, was undocumented herself for 25 years. She was publicly taciturn about her immigration status until 2014, when she led a protest to block the entrance to the Northwest Detention Center, NWDC, an immigration and custom enforcement ICE facility operated by the GEO Group, a multinational private prison operator. Really, the story of that action was not that an undocumented person was leading the action, it was just the action in itself. Mora Villalpando said, I wanted to stay, look, I'm undocumented, so I could mobilize the rest of my community. That was my purpose, was two things: to put that detention center on the map, and second, to call all the documented people to do something, because I thought we're sick and tired of this. They're coming after us, so we have to do something. Undocumented people, whether on an expired visa or having entered the US without prior authorization, are often told to keep their heads down and attract as little attention as possible. Maria Villalpando followed that advice in 1996 when her tourist visa expired, and Congress passed the Legal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act, IRA, which tightened border controls and made it harder for foreign nationals to get visas. Like many other Mexicans in the United States at the time, Mora Villalpando weighed her choices after and decided to stay put and avoid crossing the border for fear of not being allowed to return. When I lost my status after my visa expired, the undocumented community, they give you quote unquote advice, and it's not the best advice. She said they do it because they believe it's to protect each other, right? Don't do this, don't go out, don't say you're undocumented, don't blank, act like you're a citizen, don't speak Spanish, don't have an accent, don't dress like you come from your pueblo. But Mora Villalpando, college educated and bilingual and politically active, didn't fully fit the public expectations of an undocumented immigrant. At the 2014 protest outside of the NWDC, she recalls a reporter asked her, quote, who is the undocumented person, end quote. I was like, I am the undocumented person. And she was like, still, like, didn't understand what I was saying, but ICE officials did. In December 2017, under the Trump administration's expanded priorities for removal, Mora Villalpando was served a notice to appear by ICE, the first step in deportation proceedings. Quote, I was surprised because ICE knew of me since 2014, and so why did they wait all the way to December 2017 to send me a notice to appear? She asked. Also, the notice appeared didn't have a date or a place for my hearing, which it should have. As a matter of fact, I think they're still litigating that in the courts. Yeah, how valid are these orders if they don't have a place and a location for a hearing, right? Ending the NWC for the past several years, the facility has long faced allegations of human rights violations, and support upkeep and advocates say hunger strikes are often the only way for detainees to assert their rights. Mora Villalpando said the hunger strikes happen organically and that our organization's role is simply to instruct detainees on how to engage in passive resistance as safely as possible. For her, the day-to-day protests are means to an end, generating political power among the undocumented with the aim of ending immigration detention altogether. Quote, I figure, well, even if we get immigration status, even if we get to vote, as long as there's this tearing of the system of some deserve, some don't, you have to go through step by step and earn, quote unquote, becoming a citizen. Mora Villalpando said, follow for part 2.